Okay, wash day, here we go. We are not just washing hair, we are shredding emotional baggage. Did you hear that? That's the sound of generational curses rinsing away. Done. Oh no, my arm's about to fold like a chair at a cookout. Lord, the weight of my hair is comparable to that of a small toddler. Oh, what's this song doing in my head? Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it. I hope my neck don't snap with it. And now we gently rinse, not to get any in the, oh, sweet lathered Jesus. Is it in my mouth too? Why is this minty? This is it. This is how I die. Blinded by my suds. I see a bright light. Afterlife, is that you? Lovely people, and welcome to my ASMR. Just kidding. This will be my lovely voice talking to you the whole time because a lot of you all say that you like it. So here I am delivering. Anyways, I'll be washing my hair, not just washing it, but I'll be showing you my whole entire routine on wash day from start to finish. As you can see, I have beads on my hair. I usually would wash my hair every 2 weeks, sometimes a week and a half. Not to say that you should wash your hair every 2 weeks, that's just what works for me. So do what works for you. I'm starting out by brushing my hair with a soft brush because the benefits of brushing is that it will help reduce the amount of lint in your locks. So if you wash your hair with lint in your locks, it may get trapped in your locks, just saying. And it also can help the locks stay fluffy, and it can also help distribute moisture once you have products. And I'm going to remove these beads in a second, but you want to make sure that you brush and brush and brush. Usually you wear your clothes, your locks hit the nape of your neck, so make sure you brush the back. I don't usually remove the beads every single time I wash my hair, but maybe like every other time, because then I'm able to brush the ends better. So first off, I'm gonna start with warm water, warmer than lukewarm, but not hot, to rinse my hair. So I have low porosity hair. That means that it's really difficult for water to penetrate my hair. So I have to rinse it for like 1 to 2 minutes before I start to lather. I've had my locks for 4.5 years. I started them in the November of 2021. Then I'm gonna go ahead and lather. I am using the Free the Roots Citrus Sunrise, I believe, soap. I do my soap dance, and soap dance, and soap dance, and soap dance. I love this soap because I love that it's in a bar. It's really easy to apply and it lathers really well. So it reduces waste. I also have a discount code. You can see that in the link in the description. I'm gonna lather. And one thing about this bar, I'm actually using it wrong. They actually want you to use it by lathering it in your hands first, but hey, I don't really follow directions. I just, not if the directions don't work for me. So this is how I choose to use it. So use at your own risk. But there's no damage that I get from it. Just a little bit of a hairy soap bar. As you can see, it lathers really well. So I'm getting them phalanges all up in my hair. Phalanges are hands, by the way. Lather it all up from the front to the back to the side to the side. I will rinse until almost all of the shampoo is out. I don't mind there being some shampoo residue, but you want to rinse this really well because, by the way, you see one bead didn't make it. I couldn't get that bead off of my hair, so that's why it's still there. So on the second lather, I'm going to start by lathering my scalp like I did in the first one, but then I'm going to use the soap down the length of my locks. The reason being is because I do this part maybe every other time I wash my hair, but just washing your roots isn't enough. And I personally feel like my length of my hair gets dirty. It touches so many things, especially because it's getting so long. Touches my clothes and touches the outside elements. So it's important for me to feel like I'm getting a deep clean, and this is how I do it. Not saying that you have to literally scrub the length of your locks, but it will surely help you get a deeper clean. So I go ahead and also the bar soap is really great for this. I will use like the praying hands method, and look, I'm strong because this work is not for the faint of heart, especially as my hair gets longer and longer, the length, and it's a little heavy. I can't lie to you. If I'm feeling like a bobblehead right here, but not when it's dry. Anyways, I'm using the praying hands method, and I am massaging the soap into my locks. So as you see, it's lathering the more that I massage it, right? And I do that all throughout. I know I sped this up, but I'm probably doing this for about 10 minutes now. Then I go through and just make sure the soap is evenly distributed, especially in the nape of my neck. So front, back, side to side, it's all important before I rinse it out. After the initial rinsing, I'm kind of taking my hands and squeezing them down the length of my locks like you see me doing here to ensure all of the shampoo is out of my locks. And this rinse is a longer rinse than the first rinse. And you can see these hairs popping out at the edges, and I'll show you what I do with those later on. Now, in the summertime, I don't really use conditioner just because my hair usually is not that dry enough to use conditioner, and I never really been a conditioner person. So this product is an apple cider vinegar rinse, and it clarifies your hair and conditions your hair. Some of you all have commented on some of my videos saying that this product specifically did not work for you. However, if it doesn't work for you, please don't use it. I've been using this off and on for about 3 years, and I've been using the Free the Roots products in general off and on for about 3 years now, because I like to switch between products, and this works for me. So it does smell like apple cider vinegar. I would say it's difficult to rinse the smell out on the first day, but after you rinse it, it for me makes my hair shine more, and it makes my hair softer. So after applying that, I'll go ahead and shower, rinse the conditioner out, the apple cider vinegar conditioner out. Then I will use a t-shirt. I don't have a microfiber towel. I need to get one actually. Before I put my hair in the t-shirt, I'll just go ahead and squeeze the excess water out of my hair. Then I'll go ahead and wrap the t-shirt around me. I don't know what I'm doing. I just wrap it any way it makes sense to wrap it around and just tuck it in. I use a t-shirt instead of a actual towel because it prevents lint from getting in your locks. So I ended up using a second t-shirt just to dry it off some more. And my edges are overgrown. I have semi-freeform locks, which means I purposefully don't retwist or palm roll my locks. Instead, I have another maintenance trick that I do called braiding my new growth into my locks, and a lot of you all have been asking to see it again. So this is my updated version. I'm using Free the Roots hydrating mist, French lavender, and I use this also throughout the week. Like, it helps keep my scalp hydrated, and it really helps keep my hair hydrated as well. I also use it on my face because the only ingredients are like water, essential oils, and some aloe vera juice. So I use this about 3 to 4 times a week on my hair and daily on my face. Those hairs, if I don't braid them in to my locks, they become like a little mini afro at the base of my locks. So I go ahead and split that hair with one lock and make 3 sections, and I just start to braid like this. And I'll show you a few times. If you don't know how to braid, sorry, this is not a braiding tutorial, sweetie, but there's plenty of them on YouTube. This is not one. I'm just showing you. Just split into 3 parts and then just start to braid it down. So basically the lock is one of the parts, one of the 3 parts of the braid. And I'll go throughout my hair kind of separating. I don't pop my locks anymore because I don't need to. My locks are pretty mature now, so they kind of don't need to be popped because they don't marry as much. So this is what it looks like in the front of my hair, and I usually do this method mostly for the front of my hair. The back of my hair doesn't really need it that much because it's kind of trained for lack of better terms, to stay in the place that I sectioned it to be. Take 3 sections. My new growth is split into 2 sections, and then the lock is another section, and I just braid it. This braiding method gives my new growth a place to go, but it doesn't put too much stress on my new growth. If you have semi-freeform locks and you struggle with which maintenance technique to do because you don't want to do crocheting, you don't want to palm roll and or retwist your locks, then this might be a good method for you if you have in between 100 and 60 locks. If you have anything less than 60 locks, then maybe your locks might be too thick to successfully pull this. So as you see, I was separating my locks there. So every once in a while, I just do it by hand. And yes, I do this braiding technique every wash day. I only did this method on maybe 4 or 5 locks throughout my head. And then the rest of my head, I just go through and search with my fingers, using my fingers to see if any of my locks are trying to marry. And if they are, I go ahead and separate them. And only if I need to, I will go ahead and braid my new growth around the locks if it's a lot of new growth. This whole process of braiding my new growth into my locks takes maybe 20 minutes. And then I will towel dry the rest of my locks off. And I always air dry my locks. I never use a blow dryer or any type of drying method. And this is how I will air dry. Well, first of all, I'm gonna stay in the house for a couple of hours just to make sure I don't go outside with wet hair. But I will put the front of my hair into 2 sections. So the front of my hair goes into 2 buns. I do buns so that I can so I can just separate my hair into 3 sections, because once I separate it, it dries faster. Instead, because my hair grows in layers, so the front of my hair grows shorter than the back of my hair. So if the front is always down, then the back won't dry. So that's a way for like the middle and the back to dry first, and then you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm looking like Princess Leia for a couple hours, but anyways, it's gonna help my hair dry. So after that, I'm usually just sitting around in the house. I usually wash my hair on my off day when I have nothing else to do. And it maybe takes me 6 to 8 hours to air dry my hair. Halfway through the day, I will take the buns out so that the front of my hair in the buns can then dry. That is the end of my routine. At the end of the day, this is what we're looking like. This is 100% dry. I usually will put my beads back on my hair or back on my locks at the end of the day, because I usually wear them all the time. And the way that I will go to sleep is I'll just put my bonnet on. I have a long bonnet. I got this from my local beauty supply store. I just put that on to go to sleep. So, easy, simple. Try it out. If you try it out and you like the braiding technique that I did, let me know in the comments down below. Please let me know. Check out my discount code for Free the Roots products, and thanks for watching. Peace.